progress on air pollution in China is, from any international comparison, absolutely incredible. I think China in 7 years has reduced air pollution as much as we have done in Europe and North America in 30 years. So this is absolutely remarkable and very positive. I believe it happened because this was a major demand from the Chinese people, and this message was accepted by the political leadership, and they decided to act, and they acted very determinedly, and so that's why we have seen pollution coming down that fast. By the way, not just air pollution, but also water pollution in places like, say, the Zhejiang province, just south of Shanghai. It's fantastic progress on pollution to the rivers there. They were once called milky rivers because they were white from pollution. Now they are so clean, you can send a 2-year-old child into the river for a bath with no problem. But look, in Mongolia, China is first class in fighting desertification, greening of the land. There are so many new national parks. I visited the Panda National Park in Sichuan, where they use high tech to improve the protection of the pandas. So China is moving very, very fast on pollution control, but also on protection of nature. China is now the lead nation on every single green technology. It's 80% of all solar panels made in the world last year, 60% of all solar power, 80% of hydro, 80% of wind, and 70% of all electric batteries, just to give you a few numbers. So frankly, we in the West need to get up early in the morning to compete with China in these technological areas, and that will be good for humanity because competition will drive a faster and more positive change. Westerners should be a little bit less arrogant. US emissions per capita from the beginning of carbon emissions up to today is about 8 times Chinese emissions per capita. It's, by the way, 25 times Indian emissions per capita. No one should blame China or India for the crisis. The crisis is mainly caused by the West, but of course emissions are now coming up also very fast in China. But China should not act on climate because it's encouraged to do that by the West. China is doing this for its own sake,